Stop for a second. Something already changed. And you felt it before you understood it. That slight tension, that quiet pull inward. It doesn't have a clear reason, does it? Because nothing obvious is happening. No major event, no loud signal. And yet, something feels different. And this is where most people miss it. What's shifting right now isn't outside of you. It's closer than that. Much closer than you expect. There's a quiet intensity building. Not pressure, but proximity. Like something unseen just moved nearer. And now you can feel it. But here's the part that's easy to misunderstand. This isn't here to disturb you. It's here to reveal something. Something you weren't noticing before. Think about what felt slightly off today. A delay, a strange response, something not going as planned. It didn't feel right, did it? Most people would label that as a problem, dismiss it, move on, ignore it. But this moment doesn't work like that. Not right now. Because what looks like interference is actually redirection. Quiet, precise, almost invisible. And it's happening in real time. Something gets removed and something else replaces it. So smoothly, you barely notice the exchange. But it's happening. And here's the strange part. You're not meant to fully understand it yet. You're meant to feel it first. Then recognize it later. That moment where you pause and think, why did that happen like that? That question is the shift beginning. Because now you're paying attention. Not reacting, observing. And that changes everything. But there's something else happening. Something far more subtle. And most people won't even register it. You might notice a scent with no clear source. Familiar, but out of place. Strong, but brief. And for a moment, it feels real. Then it's gone, leaving you questioning it, wondering if it meant anything. It does, just not in the way you expect. Some things don't surface as thoughts. They move through sensation, through memory that isn't fully visible, but still very much alive. And right now, those deeper layers are shifting, releasing, adjusting, clearing, without asking for your permission. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need to decode it. You just need to notice that something passed through you. And then let it go. Now here's where things become even more precise. Watch what you do without thinking. Not the big decisions, the small, effortless ones. A message you send casually. A choice you make without hesitation. A moment you don't overthink. Those are the ones that matter. Because right now, your unfiltered actions are more accurate than your carefully planned ones. There's less resistance in them, less interference, less doubt. And that makes them powerful. But you won't realize it immediately. It will feel normal, almost insignificant. Until later, when you see what it set in motion. And this is where things shift again, because visibility is low right now. Nothing is being highlighted for you. Nothing is screaming for attention. Everything feels equal, flat, quiet, unremarkable. And that's exactly why it matters. Because when nothing stands out, your awareness becomes the only guide. Not signals, not signs, just what you choose to notice. And here's the risk. You could overlook something important simply because it didn't look important. Or you could move toward something meaningful without realizing it at first. Both paths feel the same in the beginning. Quiet, subtle, almost identical. And that's what makes this moment powerful or dangerous. But let me shift your perspective for a second. What if nothing going wrong is actually something going right? What if every misstep is just a correction in disguise, a refinement, not a failure? Because not everything that doesn't work is meant to stop you. Some things are meant to teach direction. And while you're moving through all of this, something else is happening. Quietly, behind the scenes. Conversations you're not part of are shifting in your favor. Decisions are being reconsidered. Paths are being adjusted. You don't see it because it's not happening in front of you, but it's still connected to you. And this is the part that feels almost unreal. Things are moving without your direct effort. No forcing, no pushing, just alignment happening quietly. And you might feel it, that subtle sense that something is unfolding, even if you can't explain what. That feeling isn't random. It's awareness catching up to something already in motion. Now pay attention to this next part, because this is where it becomes precise. Something small is going to happen. Very small, almost easy to ignore, but it will stay with you. A sentence, a glance, a moment. Nothing dramatic, but it will land deeper than it should. And you'll feel that slight pause inside you, that quiet recognition. That's the signal. Not the size of the moment, but how directly it reaches you. Because right now, everything is closer, more concentrated, less diluted. Nothing is getting lost. And most people won't notice any of this. They'll move through these days normally. Same routines, same reactions, same patterns. And to them, nothing happened. Nothing changed. Nothing stood out. But you're catching it while it's still subtle, still forming, still quiet. And that's the difference. Not something external, just awareness arriving earlier. Because once something becomes obvious, it's no longer an advantage. It's just information. And right now, you're ahead of that moment. So don't mistake this intensity for something going wrong. This isn't pressure building toward collapse. It's space opening for movement. This is an opening. Quiet, precise, unforced. You don't need to chase anything. You don't need to force outcomes. In fact, forcing it will only distort it. This moment responds to awareness, not effort. So slow down, just slightly. Notice what feels simple, what feels clear without explanation, because those are the things aligning. Not loudly, but accurately. And if you stay present, you'll see it unfold, piece by piece, not all at once, but exactly when you're ready to notice it.
So don't rush this. Let it come into focus naturally. Because sometimes, the most important shifts arrive quietly. And right now, you're exactly where you need to be to see it.